Stop scrolling for a second, because what this camera captured might be one of the most talked about moments on the internet right now. Before we begin, make sure you like this video, drop your thoughts in the comments and subscribe, because here on the Jikook Lover channel we uncover the most mysterious, emotional, and viral moments involving BTS that fans around the world cannot stop talking about. Only a few hours ago, on the busy streets of New York City, where thousands of people walk past each other every minute without noticing anything unusual, a paparazzi camera suddenly caught something that made ARMY across the globe freeze. A black car stopped quietly by the sidewalk. The door slowly opened, and in those few seconds, two familiar figures stepped into the frame. Park Jimin and Jungkook of BTS. But what shocked fans wasn't just the fact that they arrived in New York. It was what happened in that tiny moment before they walked inside the building. A gesture, a glance, a reaction that lasted less than a second. Yet now millions of people are replaying the same clip over and over again, asking the same question. Was this just a normal moment, or did the camera accidentally capture something much bigger? Something about that night in New York felt different. The city that never sleeps has seen countless celebrities come and go. Limousines arrive quietly, doors open, famous faces step out, and within seconds they disappear into restaurants, hotels, or event venues. For New Yorkers, moments like these usually pass without much attention. But this time, something changed. It started with a short video. A paparazzi account known for capturing celebrity sightings around Manhattan uploaded a clip that seemed ordinary at first glance. The caption simply suggested that members of BTS had been spotted arriving for dinner while celebrating a new project. Within minutes, the video began circulating online. At first, fans only reacted with excitement. Wait, is that really Jimin? Is that Jungkook standing next to him? The clip itself was not dramatic. There were no dramatic announcements, no flashing cameras from large media outlets, and no massive crowd screaming their names. Just a street in New York, a black car parked by the sidewalk, and two of the most recognizable idols in the world stepping out quietly. But sometimes the most ordinary moments become the most mysterious ones. When the car door opened, the first person visible was Park Jimin. His light-colored hair caught the reflection of the city lights as he leaned forward slightly while stepping out of the vehicle. Right beside him stood Jungkook. The frame was simple. Jungkook appeared calm, focused, and close to Jimin, as if making sure everything around them was secure before they moved toward the entrance of the building. Then something happened. It lasted barely a second. Jungkook's hand moved toward Jimin's side as Jimin stepped away from the car. For many people watching the clip casually, it was nothing unusual. Friends often help each other when exiting vehicles in crowded streets. But for ARMY, a fandom famous for noticing even the smallest details, that single gesture quickly became the center of discussion. Within an hour, the video had spread across multiple platforms. Fans slowed the footage down frame by frame, replaying the moment repeatedly to understand what exactly had happened. Some fans believed Jungkook's movement looked protective, as if he was instinctively guiding Jimin away from the traffic behind them. Others felt the moment carried a certain emotional warmth that was difficult to explain. And as always happens with BTS, once the internet begins analyzing something, the discussion grows rapidly. Soon, thousands of posts began appearing online. Clips were edited, zoomed-in versions were uploaded, slow-motion versions highlighted the exact moment Jungkook reached toward Jimin. Suddenly, a few seconds of footage had turned into one of the most talked-about topics in fandom communities around the world. What made the situation even more intriguing was the lack of official information. There was no confirmed schedule explaining why they were in New York. There was no press release announcing a public appearance. And there were no professional photos from major news outlets. Only a single paparazzi video that somehow felt like a tiny window into a moment the public was never meant to analyze this closely. Speculation began spreading quickly. Some fans believed the two members might be in the city for music-related activities. New York has always been an important location for BTS, hosting several iconic performances and television appearances throughout their career. Others wondered whether they were simply enjoying private time together while celebrating a recent milestone. But another group of fans began asking a more curious question. Why did this moment feel different? Perhaps it was the atmosphere of the video, the street lighting, the quiet arrival, the natural interaction between the two members. There was no stage, no performance, no scripted interaction. Just two people stepping out of a car in the middle of a busy city night. And sometimes, those unscripted moments reveal more than anything planned. As the hours passed, the video kept spreading. International fan pages reposted it. Reaction videos appeared online. Comment sections filled with thousands of interpretations. Some fans insisted that the gesture was simply a caring action between close friends. Others believed the body language hinted at a deeper emotional connection that fans have long discussed. Neither theory could be proven, yet neither theory could be dismissed either. And that uncertainty only fueled the conversation even more. What makes moments like this fascinating is how quickly they transform from a simple sighting into a global topic of debate. A few seconds of footage filmed on a random street suddenly becomes analyzed by millions of viewers. Every movement becomes meaningful. Every expression becomes a clue. And every frame feels like it might reveal something hidden beneath the surface. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of the entire situation is how ordinary the moment truly was. There were no grand speeches, no dramatic reveals, just two artists arriving quietly in one of the busiest cities in the world. Yet somehow, those few seconds managed to capture the attention of fans across continents. Maybe it was the timing. Maybe it was the chemistry, visible even in silence. Or maybe it was simply the feeling that something important had been glimpsed accidentally through a camera lens. As the discussion continues to grow online, one thing becomes clear. That brief moment in New York has already become part of the endless archive of BTS memories that fans will revisit again and again. And yet, the mystery remains. Because if the paparazzi camera truly captured an unplanned moment between Jimin and Jungkook that night, then the question many fans cannot stop asking might be the most intriguing one of all. Was that tiny interaction on a New York street simply an ordinary gesture between two bandmates? Or did the camera accidentally capture a glimpse of something far more meaningful that the world still hasn't fully understood? And as the night in New York continued, the mystery surrounding that brief moment only seemed to deepen. The video kept spreading across the internet at a speed that surprised even longtime fans. Within hours, it appeared on fan pages in South Korea, Brazil, Indonesia, the United States, and countless other countries. Different languages, different cultures, yet everyone seemed to be asking the same questions. What exactly did the camera capture in those few seconds? Some viewers began paying attention to details that most people would normally overlook. The way Jimin slightly turned his head as he stepped out of the car. The way Jungkook stood close beside him, almost instinctively adjusting his position, as if making sure Jimin had space to move safely in the middle of the street. There was no conversation audible in the clip, but body language can sometimes speak louder than words. Fans replayed the moment repeatedly, slowing it down frame by frame. Each viewing seemed to reveal something slightly different. Some believed Jungkook's gesture looked protective, almost automatic, like a habit formed over years of caring for someone close. Others focused on the brief pause between them before they began walking toward the entrance of the building. It was subtle, almost invisible. But subtle moments are often the ones that linger the longest in people's minds. What makes the situation even more fascinating is the timing. The appearance happened without warning, without a public schedule, and without the usual announcements that typically follow global superstars like BTS. That unexpected arrival turned a simple dinner outing into something that now feels almost cinematic. And perhaps that is why fans cannot stop watching. Because sometimes the most powerful stories are not the loudest ones. Sometimes they happen quietly, in the middle of an ordinary street, captured by a camera that simply happened to be pointing in the right direction at the exact right second. And now, as millions continue to debate what they saw that night in New York, one question keeps echoing across the fandom. If that moment truly meant nothing, then why does it feel like everyone in the world is still trying to understand it?